What's up, you guys, and welcome to a brand new series featuring Singaporean locals and their food culture. Starting off with Paul Foster. He's one of the casts of Singapore Social on Netflix. He's a TV host, an MC, an actor, and a model. He's gonna take us to his neighborhood and we're gonna try 5 different types of Singapore noodles.
I don't know, that always just makes everything better, right?
And he's gonna be cooking an amazing and healthy version of asam prawns, which is like a Peranakan local dish. And then our next guest is Kyle Ravin. He's also a TV host, an MC, and he does some amazing magic tricks. We're gonna visit Chick's Hot Chicken and we're gonna have a hot chicken challenge, Nashville Southern style. And I'm telling you guys, it's the spiciest thing I've ever eaten in my life. Stay tuned to that.
You can do it already.
And we're gonna have another spicy challenge, which is the Ghost Pepper Noodle Challenge, together with Kyle again and Benzo of Wabanana. Kyle's gonna do some amazing magic tricks that you don't want to miss. And a third guest, Benzo, we're gonna go to a vending machine called Chef in a Box. It's like a vent cafe and it's massive. There's so much selections. I can't wait to show you that.
Oh, it's so good. I finished it.
And finally, we're gonna end the series with Filipino Pandesal, our quintessential bread, together with Filipino palaman, which is a comfort food to me that I want to share with them. And we're gonna eat everything with Barako coffee, which is a strong type of Filipino coffee. I can't wait to share it all with you, but I think we need to get to know them a little bit better. So here's Paul, Kyle, and Benzo.
Hi, my name is Paul Foster.
Hey, what's up? My name is Kyle.
Hey guys, my name is Benzo.
I am in the entertainment industry, so I do a little bit of acting, a little bit of hosting, and a long time ago a little bit of modeling. And when you combine that all together, that kind of sums what I do in the entertainment industry. Primarily I host. I host a lot of TV shows or live events, which obviously, unfortunately, hasn't been able to happen for the last year. Food-related shows, sports-related shows, travel was another big kind of thing I used to do. But again, things are a little bit different now, at least for the time being. So focusing on a lot of content right here at home in Singapore.
I'm an entertainer, voice artist, I do magic, I host, and yeah, I'm an entertainer, I guess. All in one, like everything. I do corporate shows, virtual shows, cartoons, I do magic shows, yeah.
And I'm an artist here in Singapore. I do both YouTube and acting on TV as well. Yeah, so that's what I do. You can check me out on Wabanana. I've been there for a couple of years. Not couple, but it's been a while. I'm currently venturing into the TV world. Acted in a few dramas and yeah.
Wow, that's a very difficult question. I enjoy all my travel shows, to be quite fair. So for me, the 2 that really stick out are Special Delivery, where I got to deliver payloads to remote communities, and No Sleep No FOMO, where I got to a city or a country with a celebrity co-host and we had to finish 60 missions in 60 hours without sleeping. So I think those 2 shows were really fantastic experiences in different capacities, but really pushed me to my limit of being a host. Acting wise, I think I have to say there's a few. Mata Mata was fun. I did season 1 for that, and the last episode of season 3. SR115 was another great local drama I was a part of. I mean, a lot of people always say, but how about Singapore Social? So Singapore Social was great. That was more like reality. It's just me being me. But for the international experience, because the crew was from America, that was really good. That was a really good experience. And the fact that it's a Netflix production. So that was huge. I knew it. I knew it was coming up. It was a great experience. They came here, they filmed for 3.5 months. They followed 6 of us, 6 Singaporeans that were figuring stuff out, living our life. There was no acting involved. We didn't have to learn any scripts. Obviously, they still set things up to create the scenes, to create where people could meet so that they could actually create that storyline where all our lives intersected. But whatever I did for those 3.5 months is what I did. It was literally a snapshot of my life. I got a lot of airtime with my mom, which is really cool, so everyone loves her. I got a little bit of airtime with Joey. That transition of me living at home with mom and taking care of my family at home to now moving into this house here with Joey. Great experience. Loved it. Would I do it again? Sure. I've always said that the easiest thing to do in life is to be yourself. I know people take time to find themselves, so everyone's on their own journey, but for me, again, I found myself very early on in life. I was very lucky, according to my life situation and circumstance.
My all-time favorite was a show called Maya. That was a full-on TV special on TV that ran for 2 seasons, and that was about 10 years ago. My goodness. Ooh, so I'm a self-professed foodie, as everyone is, right? Everyone's like, hey, I'm a foodie. So I thought, you know what, I want to explore different food styles and check out different cuisines and, you know, share that with the world, and that's how I got into doing food videos. So I started my own little channel called Makan Magic, where I would do food and magic together.
Of all, I think the favorite right now is on Channel 8. It's called My Agent is a Hero. It's kind of like my first drama that I did. Usually the first it's the most memorable one, and I did it with 2 other YouTube friends, and it was really fun. That's one of my best. Awesome and plain awesome. Like me myself, I never thought that I would be part of something huge, something family. I think for myself that I really cherish it a lot. It's a blessing to be part of something amazing, and to be able to be part of some things that we always create. We bring stories to life.
So I am Singaporean, but I am Pan-Asian, half Chinese from mom's side and half English from dad's side. But born and bred here in Singapore. This is home for me. This is where my heart is. Gone to uni and lived in Melbourne, Australia. I used to visit the family in England, you know, every summer. Very lucky growing up that I traveled a lot. Dad gave us a really good foundation of having a very global perspective with travel. But I always found myself coming home to Singapore. I mean, even from my uni days, my first reality show was when I was at uni, The Big Unknown. So I did that in 2002, first semester at uni. That kind of started my career in the entertainment industry. Yeah, it's funny how things work out. They go full circle.
I was born in Singapore. I'm Singapore Indian, but I tell everybody, hey, race doesn't matter. It's who you are on the inside. So, Singaporean. Singapore food to me is comfort food. Actually, I'm using this term very loosely, comfort food, because some people think comfort food's like burgers and whatnot. But to me, when I find a plate of char kway teow or a plate of chicken rice, it's comfortability. It gives me that happiness, that warmth, that sense of being home. Singaporean food it's a mix of so many cultures. You've got so much of a mishmash of so many cuisines that are within it. So yeah, Singapore food, home, comfort, love.
I'm Singaporean. Chinese. I would say summarized in one word, it's called rojak. So basically rojak is just a dish that has a lot of random stuff. I wouldn't say random stuff, but you have like youtiao, which is like a Chinese donut, the long one. Love it there so much. You got pineapple, you got cucumbers, you got tau pok. Everything mixed together with sweet sauce, peanuts, and yeah. Just happy, you know, that like we have different ways that we can understand each other's culture. I would summarize in one word, rojak.
I don't even know there's any real Pan-Asian food. There's no traditional Pan-Asian food. If I have to say one, then why not the impossible rendang that me and my mom cooked? Because you have a traditional Peranakan dish with a rendang, and now added this impossible meat, which is something so new age, you know, this plant-based protein, more from a Western culture. We mixed it together. So I guess if there's any Pan-Asian food, that could be something. Another one I cooked recently with Wolf Blast, my sambal lamb chops. So grilling the lamb chops, very Western, but then making my mom's sambal chili, and using that as the sauce or the gravy, because I would add tomato, I would add tamarind paste, I would make it a little bit more like a curry gravy kind of thing. It's up to your imagination.
Favorite Singaporean food, to be very honest, I know this sounds like an unwanted answer, but I don't have a favorite Singaporean food. I like them all, because I'm the kind of guy who would wake up one day and go, you know what, I'm craving for chicken rice, and then the next day I'm craving for like Indian food, and then the next day I'll be craving for Malay food. So I don't have a specific favorite Singaporean food, because you can't eat the same thing all the time, right? So yeah.
But I'll go with this dish called lor mee, a noodle dish but not the soup base, but it's a grey sticky with yellow thick noodles, egg. You got like pork belly and lots of garlic, and sometimes you have like fried fish in it. So, so good.
Wow, that's also a very tough question.
Tough, man. So tough to choose.
I have a few different hawkers, different dishes or different vibes or different situations that I would go to. For example, Newton Circus. Even though everyone says, oh, that's so cliche, oh my god, it's Newton Circus, but I love bringing my friends who used to come and visit Singapore there, because I think it's the great first step to introduce them to the hawker center culture. You get a lot of great dishes there. The food there is still fantastic, even though, you know, maybe some locals would be like, yeah, overpriced, not as good as you can get somewhere else. But for visiting foreigners, it's absolutely fantastic. Adam Road Hawker Center, I love going there. The nasi lemak is awesome there. Very famous for the nasi lemak. Prawn noodles and prawn mee, also very famous there. I have my little coffee shop just down the road. Jalan Tuakong. Love all the stalls there. The one at Zion Road is pretty good too. They went under renovation at one point, so haven't been over in a while. But I've been there a couple of times and they have some really good dishes. And of course, Chong Bahru Market, the hawker center above the market there at Chong Bahru. So yeah, there's quite a few. I forget what the number is, but there's so many hawker centers in Singapore, right? I forget off the top of my head what the number is, but it's like 100 and something. There's never a lack of food.
Let's look at it this way. Favorite hawker spot? I would say the Lagoon at East Coast. That's my personal favorite. Favorite Indian food? I would say is Sami's curry at Dempsey. Favorite Chinese food? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's called Tai Lao or Tai Lo. It's nearby. It's near you guys, by the way, at Punggol Marina. It's amazing zi cha. Like, wow, best, my favorite. Favorite Malay food? Haja Maimuna. Favorite Eurasian food? Quintin's. Favorite home food? My home lah. Then what? Your home ah?
I would say my favorite hawker center, it has to be tough. Old Airport Road Hawker Center. So if let's say if I have friends from overseas that come to Singapore, the first thing I'll bring them to is like Old Airport Road Hawker Center, because basically it has everything there. You want your chicken rice, you want your claypot rice, you want your prawn noodles, you want your cai lao kueh, your carrot cake, your char kway teow. Whatever you want, you can find there. It's the best of everything.
If I was a dish, what would I be?
If I were a dish,
If I were a dish, what would be?
The easiest thing would be like a nice, big, juicy burger. Beef burger, or whether it was a plant-based protein burger, solid bun with great ingredients that make up an awesome burger with your sauces. When you get a nice, balanced burger, it's just so satisfying. Just right here, what you see is what you get, a nice package right here. So
I would be a hot plate of devil's curry. Yeah, it is me.
To think something very quirky, very loud. What is very quirky and very loud? I would say oyster omelette. It's a very quirky dish. I don't mean like it's very quirky, but it's like, who knew that you can put oysters? I would say loud because oyster flavor is kind of loud. Like, you know, when you eat oysters, it's like
Especially when the oysters are fresh.
man, I love oysters as well. I love food basically. I love a lot of things.
we would love for you to support and watch our noodle special episode, or my Assam prawn episode, or my Pandesal episode, which is going to be a mix of a few of us trying different spreads. I guess the biggest thing that I am currently filming, which will only be on air in August, is Kamokakis. Kamokakis on Channel 5, where you'll see me training in the Army, in the Navy, and the Air Force. And I will bring celebrity guests on each episode. They will train with me, we will do challenges, and we will try to become the best soldiers we can be.
Yeah, so just watch Key on YouTube, okay? Bye, thank you. Moving on. What's next? Okay guys, so I've worked with Key for the whole day today, and I have to say this lady and her her family, her team, are putting together a lot of amazing content for you guys. And it's not just for people in Singapore, it's not just for people in the Philippines, it's also for people that are throughout the world who just want to understand both Filipino culture, local Singaporean culture, and international fusion cuisine as well. We've had a lot of different guests on the show. And I want to do a shout out to Keys fans. Hey Keys fans, keep liking her videos, keep supporting their video, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and keep watching everything that Foodie Mama has to offer. My name is Kyle, they call me the People's MC. I do magic, I eat, and I talk a lot. Bye bye.
Check out Foodie Mama. It's a very heartwarming content because I think it's very nice because you invite different people to come try Filipino food or Singapore food or any kind of cuisine, and you get to know and understand each dishes you never tried before. Do check them out on YouTube, on their Instagram, Facebook. Everything is just down below the link. Do what you have to do. Go and click it, and you can just follow me on Instagram at this is Benzo. Yeah, basically my work is everything there. You can just hit to my IG and everything is just there. So do check them out, click the like, subscribe, and show your love, man. Show your love, alright? So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching and love you guys. Peace.